Anthony Towns, when he's in trouble, he got the side. What is that? I mean, Vander Skip, okay, yeah, but that's not Towns, because Towns can give you protection in the paint, and he can give you 25, 30 points on the offensive end, where they didn't have that. Ant-Man didn't get it going until, he got it going a little late, but it was too little. But what's the most confusing player to me in this series is D'Angelo Russell. Skip, I have no idea what I'm going to get. Skip, he might give you 30 with 10 assists, and he might give you what he gave you last night. He might give you 8.
Hasn't that been his history dating back to his Laker days?
Skip, you watched him against the Clippers, Skip, you like, now I see why the guy made the All-Star game. And then you watch him other times like, dude, what, bro? You do realize that you were the number 2 pick in the draft. You should be better at this juncture of your career.
Yep.
The consistency should be more than what it is right now.
Yep.
But give the Grizzlies credit. They grinded them down last night, and every opportunity they got out to get a chance to run, they did that. Ja was sensational. Give him credit. Ja was sensational. But, bruh, if y'all think y'all not that good where y'all can just show up and win, y'all played last night. You showed up and you showed out. And that's why, and you blew them out. That's why you got what you got.
At one point, they were up 32 points on that same team that knocked them on their tails in game 1.
Yep.
So on a impress scale of 1 to 10, I am going to 20 because Ja Morant backed it up. He posted a Michael Jordan clip, and I said, be careful. I still picked them to win game 2, but not only did they win it, I do think they put the T-Wolves right back in their place because the T-Wolves came out just as brazenly and brashly, full of energy and fight and spit and just intensity, just like game 1. And they matched them in as intense a first quarter as I've seen in a long time in a playoff game. And it actually got hard to watch because the referees were barely trying to keep control of it by just calling foul after foul because they felt like it was teetering on the edge of going over the edge, right? So they barely tried to keep it in control by slowing it down and sending player after player to the free throw line. And again, it took 50 minutes for the first quarter. I thought it was endless. But the point was, not only did the home team match the visiting team's energy, they finally overwhelmed them with their own energy and intensity and physicality and guts and sweat and blood and all those cliches that you want. I saw the real Memphis last night. That's the team I've loved all year. That is the team that I picked to win the West. That team last night, because you can't shorten your bench in playoffs with this team because this one goes 11 or 12 deep.
Hell, they played everybody. They played everybody last night. Emptied the bench in the playoff game.
Taylor Jenkins just said, I'm going for it. I'm going to do what I did all year long. Remember, they went 20-5 without Ja. That's all you need to know.
Right.
But Ja said, I'm going to seize this game by the throat. What did he do right from jump? He went into all-out attack mode. And I'm not sure I've ever seen anybody this side of Allen Iverson attack the paint at this size the way Ja does. He was going up into the trees. He was climbing trees, and he was chopping down trees in the lane. And look at the paint points. It was Memphis 60 to T-Wolves 34 in the paint. 60 to 34? God.
Yeah, Ja lives in the paint, though.
Just lives there, and he takes his punishment, and he took a shot in the thigh from Karl Anthony Towns, and then he said after the game, I'm good. He said, I'm a warrior. I played on concrete. Well, he played on concrete, and as he said before the series started, we run up the chimney. We run it up because we want the smoke, so bring your smoke because we're going to run up your chimney. They ran up their chimney. They ran down their chimney. They knocked their chimney over last night, and I think they reasserted themselves with their will and their skill, and I think they're going to win Game 3 back in Minnesota and seize control of the series the way they should have with Game 1.
So a gentleman's sweep. I had Memphis 4-2.
Yep.
I'm going to stick with that.
You know, I have gained respect for the T-Wolves. You keep trying to make the case that they have a better starting lineup. I still can't go there. It's because of D'Angelo Russell. I still don't trust. I'm sorry. I'm not sure about that.
He confusing Skip because you can see, Skip, he can get hot and stroke the three. That left hand, he's silky smooth. He can put it on the floor and get to the rim. He got a mid-range. But then he's like, bro, damn. Yeah, Pat Bev Pat Bev, yeah, come on. Pat Bev, hey, John, that's you, Pat Bev. That's you that bulldog, you that defensive stopper. You got to do something about this. This man doing this, he's stealing all your cookies. The store can't make a profit if you let them steal all the merchandise.
Every once in a while, and I love Pat Bev, and I love what he brings to that team, but every once in a while, he can just get exposed because the truth is, he's not that good. You know, like he gives you all the intangible stuff.
Yeah.
He gives you all the trash talk and the distraction and all that, but if it doesn't work right away, then after a while, you're like, well, what else is he bringing?
You got to do something with Ja. You got to stop this. That's Pat Bev. That's on your watch.
Yep. And I think we have a clip, speaking of Ja, of post-game on, it was on NBA TV with our man Chris Haynes. We could see what Ja responded with here, please.
There was a lot of people that picked us to, go to the Western Conference Finals. A lot of people that said we were going to make the finals. After we lost game one, they switched up. So tell them to stay on that side they was on. We don't want them over here no more.
You still about that smoke?
All the smoke.
So, I'm not sure a whole lot of people picked them to get to the finals, but I know one guy who did because he's sitting in this seat right here. So I know Ja does watch our show. I know he follows me on Twitter. So I don't know if that was a little shot back at me because I was skeptical about the Jordan post yesterday, but I stuck with him. I still picked him to win.
Yeah, but Skip, I think I picked them. I think I had the Suns over them.
Okay, you picked him to the final. I'm talking about
the Western Conference Finals, not the NBA Finals.
Okay, well, I picked him to get to the finals.
Right, you haven't going to the NBA Finals. I got to go to the Western Conference.
He just referenced that, and then he said after game one, those people, maybe me, switched up. Well, I don't think I switched up. I was skeptical of the post.
Yeah.
But he's saying whoever switched up, you just stay over there. We don't want you back on the bandwagon because that's what this kid is made of. He plays with chip on shoulder because he always did. He was lightly recruited coming out of high school. He's another one of those, Baker Mayfield-esque, chip on shoulder guys. I'm not comparing him to Baker on the field, but the point is that in the end, he's right back where he was. Like, bring it on. He wants it us against the world. I don't think he really wants anybody on their side. He wants to every game be able to say, we showed you.
Skip, they held Minnesota to 2 quarters in which they held them to under 20 points. Held them to 47 points in the second half. That's good enough. That'll win you a lot of games. Holding a team to 47 in any half will win you a lot of games. And you look at what they did. They went and got 64 in the second half, held a team to 47 in the second half. Well, you're going to win. And Skip, look at all. They got 1, 2, 3. They got, 6, 7 guys in double figures with another guy with 9 points. So they almost had like 8 guys in double figures. That's how they do you. That's how they come at you in waves.
Waves, wave after wave after wave. It used to be the grind house. Now it's like the wave house where they just overwhelm you with depth and with the star quality of Ja. And any given night, any of those guys in the starting lineup can go off and get you 30.
They got a few guys, Skip. I mean, like Steven Adams is not the most athletic guy, and Kyle Anderson. But all the rest of the guys, Skip, are very athletic.
Yeah, but Kyle Anderson, every time he comes off the bench, he just starts making plays.
Well, here's the thing, Skip.
Slow-mo.
He's in slow motion. Yeah. Everybody's like, they beat him to the spot. He ain't even there yet, so he go a different direction. You know, you beat somebody to the spot. He's not even there yet.
He was kind of like Luka before Luka. He just knows how he's playing at a different rhythm, and it messes you up.
Yeah.
It's hard to defend it in the paint. He just makes shots. I love the makeup of this team. I love the way they responded, and I love their chances in the West now that Devin Booker.
Oh, yeah. There are a lot of teams that love their chances in the West now that Booker's injured.
Yep.
So what, 5-1 now? You got the Grizzlies 5-1?
Still have respect for Minnesota. I think it could go 6, maybe.
All right.
But I definitely got the Grizz, and they are back in business.
You definitely got the Grizz?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Guys, it looks like John Morant posting that MJ video brought him some good mojo after all. All right, you guys brought it up. Devin Booker, a hamstring injury last night. Pelicans win in Phoenix. How difficult is that hamstring injury going to be for the Suns? Don't go anywhere.